Hello, my lovely wolf pack, and welcome to the Lone Wolf Show, brought to you by Wolfpack Media, the most entertaining place on YouTube for your news and commentary. I'm your host, Justin Huseman, founder and news contributor. We have a great show today, and I can't wait to get started. But before we do, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. Join the pack. All right, guys, so I really didn't want to do this episode, but here I am. I have been peer pressured by other influencers to apparently talk about this bullshit. I've seen it all over the internet lately, so here we are. We're about to bring you a little bit of culture war type dealio stuff. Let's just get straight to the article I got pulled up here. We're gonna be talking about Disney and their bullshit that they got going on. So we got this article from the Associated Press, AP News. Snow White opens with a sleepy $43 million at box office. Sleepy, they say. They say it's sleepy because Snow White sleeps. Apparently, they forgot about Sleeping Beauty. But it goes on to say the Walt Disney Co.'s live-action controversy bedeviled Snow White opened in theaters with a sleepy $43 million in ticket sales, according to studio estimates Sunday. With a budget above $250 million, Snow White had set out with higher ambitions, particularly since it returns Disney to its very origins. The 1937 original Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was the company's first animated feature and paid for its Burbank studio lot. But this Snow White struggled to find anything like a fairy tale ending. The run up to release was plagued by controversies over the film's handling of the dwarves, who were rendered as CGI, by the way, like instead of using like actual little people to play the part, which by the way, poor little people not getting, like, what the hell, man, not giving these little people they parts. Like, little people don't get a lot of parts in movies, motherfucker. And y'all sat here and just like dicked them around. So now they're just like regular people, I guess, that are just rendered in CGI. Anyway, I'll read on. And backlashes over comments by its star, Rachel Zegler, fuck that bitch. The PR headaches prompted Disney to pull back on its premiere, also working against the film directed by Mark Webb. Poor reviews. Critics are largely not impressed by Disney's latest live-action remake, with reviews coming in just 43% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. That's not surprising. I would say the numbers are even lower because I don't trust Rotten Tomatoes at all with their actual facts on things. There's been a wide variance between the box office performance of other live action Disney remakes, but Snow White might mark a new nadir. Why do you use such weird words, AP? John Favreau's photorealistic The Lion King didn't have great reviews either, but grossed about 1.6 billion worldwide. By the way, I liked The Lion King, the live action adaptation. I even liked the new Mufasa, the one that's like the life of Mufasa, Simba's father. I thought that was cool too. I thought it was really good. Snow White opened worse than Dumbo. Dumbo was kind of bad and well shy of Cinderella territory. Yeah, so so to let you guys know, yeah, this film did 200 this film's budget was 250 million, but the film only hauled in about 43 million at the domestic box office. That's here in the US. far below recent projections of at least 65 million. They were projecting it for at least 65 million the past couple weeks, but before the film actually came out in theaters. Both its critical and commercial reception currently rank it the lowest among any of Disney's modern remakes of its animated classics. Its total global debut was only 87 million. And mind you that uh these films they say 43 million domestically and 87 million globally. Well, the theaters take about half of that. So really the production company is actually only made about half of what they're projecting for this. Uh I gotta say, I am not surprised by this absolute bomb. This absolute bomb, dude. Like it does not surprise me at all. Get woke, go broke, motherfucker. Like this is not anything new, especially coming out of Disney. Like Disney, the biggest production company on the planet, just straight up failing on every level of the spectrum all the time, especially considering most Disney stuff that's coming out is like it's like I feel like it's mostly Disney's like in their nostalgia area, especially with people like me and you, people in my me and my viewers who are well over 30 years old, that we're kind of in this nostalgia age for this, and which is fine, but you got to be able to do the nostalgia right. Like if I'm gonna take, like if I'm 30 years old and I got kids, and I'm gonna take my kid to go see something that I used to watch when I was a kid, but like this reimagined live action version, I sure as hell ain't gonna sit there and be like, fucking, let's make it woke. Like putting that, like, I'm just saying, the nostalgia age for Disney has come. If you really want to make money, then you should pander probably to the people that you pandered to back in 1995, my dude. But yeah, I gotta say, I'm not surprised by any of this, especially when you look at this no name fucking actor out here, Rachel Zegler. I got a couple of clips that I want to show you guys here. Hold on, I gotta plug in my audio because we don't have video because I suck. I know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm very sorry for that. We don't got any video, but we do have the audio. So, okay, I got that. Got that going. I got that going. I didn't set any of this up before I started. I probably should have. Okay, we'll turn the volume up. Alright. So I got a couple videos that'll kind of show you how this Rachel Zegler lady kind of fucked this film from the get-go. So first, see if I can find it. I got this video here. Give it a second to load. Yeah, I should have prepared for this more, but
no longer 1937. Is not going to be saved by the prince. She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love.
See, this is what I hate about X, is the videos like automatically play. Okay. So this is her at the D23 Disney Expo. I want to say this was a couple years ago. This was either 2022 or 2023, but let's just give this a listen here. This is an audio clip of her basically talking shit about Snow White and the original story and all that.
Seven is not going to be saved by the prince. She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be, and the leader that her late father told her that she could be if she was fearless, fair, brave, and true. The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Weird. So we didn't do that this time. I was scared of the original cartoon. I think I watched it once and then I never picked it up again. I watched it for the first time in probably 16, 17 years. The cartoon was made 85 years ago, and therefore it's extremely dated when it comes to the ideas of women being in roles of power.
Yeah, like, what the fuck ever, bitch. So that's one of the videos we got, but then we'll go to this. That was a couple of years ago when they first started production on the film, and she talked all that good shit earlier, but this is after the movie came out. Here, let me give you guys an audio clip of this. I gotta start it from the beginning. Let's see here. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I was woefully unprepared for this video. But we got this next audio clip is her recently, just after the movie's release. I believe this is after the premiere, the red carpet premiere. Also, by the way, that Disney must have been anticipating how like bad of a bomb this was gonna be, because this is how this was the response actually after the premiere. They canceled like this big red carpet premiere and just made it kind of a private, only the people that worked on the movie premiere. So there wasn't like a lot of press tour stuff there, which kind of gives you an idea of how Disney actually apparently assumed that this was not going to be great. But this is Rachel Zegler, the quote-unquote star of the film, afterwards, basically coping and seething about it. Oh my god. If my computer will work. Okay.
And to everyone who hates when I win, the winged victory came to the Louvre in pieces, and people still line up to see her. And I can only hope that despite my flaws, and despite my cracks and my breaks, and there are many of them, that at every premiere and everything I do, people will wait in line to see.
So basically her just coping and seething that from the very beginning, especially as the press tour for this movie went on 2 years ago, basically her just coping and seething, going, people will line up to see my stupid ass cry about things. Like, whatever, dude. First of all, Rachel Zegler, like, what the fuck ever, bitch. Like, first of all, like, this chick looks like she's got Down syndrome. Like, you ever notice, like, all the pictures of her eyes are, like, super far wide apart? Like, just fucking saying out there. Like, we have videos and posts on social media showing empty theaters on opening night. Like, this isn't just like a couple weeks later empty theaters. No, this is opening night. If you look on X, you look on Facebook, you look on any social media website right now, they're showing videos and like seat graphs of completely empty theaters. We seen this one post from X where there was a, you know how when you go and pay for a seat, you got to reserve a seat. So it shows like this thing where literally only one person, and this is opening night at an AMC IMAX theater, only one seat was bought and paid for, all the rest were empty. It's completely it's wild, man. I can't believe this might be like the worst Disney remake ever made ever. At least box office money wise. But all I can really say is get woke, go broke, motherfuckers. What the fuck do you expect? I mean, looking at this kind of reminds me of the Brie Larson effect, is what we like to call it. For those that don't know, Brie Larson played Captain Marvel in the MCU and was supposed to be like the new face of the MCU, like the new Iron Man. She was supposed to like replace Robert Downey Jr. as the face of the MCU. But the second iteration of her film, Captain Marvel 2, they called it The Marvels, didn't do very good, so now she's the fuck out of there. And this whole thing kind of reminisces of that. And I honestly don't know when Disney is gonna learn that this shit literally doesn't fucking work. Get your shit together, Disney. Get it together. Get all your shit, put it in a motherfucking bag. I don't care, take it to the shit store, but get it together, man. Cause this isn't even the first flop in recent years. You also have flops like the movie Lightyear, that was like the Buzz Lightyear standalone film. You had Wish. You have Strange World, all considered woke nonsense. I really don't understand it. Like, is promoting the left's insane propaganda in film really worth hemorrhaging billions of dollars? And when are companies like Disney gonna stop worrying about pandering to the woke fucking mob and just start worrying about making quality films and telling amazing stories like they used to do for people like me back when we were kids, back in the 90s? They had amazing films, and although the animation might not have been there yet at the time, the storytelling is really what you want out of movies. The storytelling, at least in my opinion, you're telling a story. Like, anyway, before I get off on a rant on it, because I'm really mad about all this, let's take a look at this right here. This is a post. This is I'm just gonna read you the title of the news article. It was published on October 10th, 2023 by Screen Rant. Disney CEO reportdly exhausted and overwhelmed after multiple box office flops. Disney CEO Bob Iger has reportedly become increasingly frustrated and overwhelmed by the company's surprising box office failures this year. And that was in 2023. So what the fuck are you doing, Bob? So apparently, since 2023, you haven't learned your motherfucking lesson, because you're still putting out bullshit like this. Like this uber woke girl boss feminist reimagining of one of the most cherished stories of all time. They have no respect for whatsoever for the original source material. Like, and I think of like where things they've done really good with this, like the Lion King live action film was amazing. I thought it was great. But they're more reminiscing the Little Mermaid bullshit with let's have a black fucking Little Mermaid. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Get the fuck out of here. And then it wouldn't even be like their actor choices, are their race flipping, are their gender swapping, or whatever the fuck they do. It's not even that really bothers me. It's at the very core of the source material. They completely abandon the source material for some sort of new age woke garbage bullshit. So basically, you're just destroying our entire childhoods, and thank you very much, Disney. So no, I won't be showing my children these movies. I'll maybe put on like the old 19 fucking whatever version of Snow White to show my kids, but this new bullshit, fuck you, dude. I'm not gonna especially spend money on promoting any of this fucking garbage. Like, get the hell out of here, dude. Like, because I think of, have you guys seen the new trailers for Lilo and Stitch? Dude, that looks amazing. It looks amazing. There's no doubt that Disney can do a really good job at a live adaptation of an older movie. But when they decide to pander to this woke mob mentality, which is like 3% of the motherfucking population, at least here in the US, it's bullshit. And I know damn well the rest of the world sure as hell isn't fucking dealing with that shit. But I don't know, man. Snow White was one of the most popular movies ever made at Disney. It's what, like, the original Snow White movie is what made Disney like take off. But apparently they don't care. And as this old 2023 report from Screen Rant shows, that the CEO and the people that are running the shit are getting really frustrated and tired, but apparently not frustrated and tired enough to change what the fuck they're doing. They're just like doubling and tripling down on bullshit that nobody's gonna pay for. So I guess do what you want, Disney. Sit there and hemorrhage money. I find it completely and utterly asinine, but we're running out of time, guys. That's all I really wanted to rant about today. Like I said, it was kind of a slow news day, so I figured I'd bring you some culture stuff. I haven't done any culture news lately, and unfortunately, I was peer pressured by other influencers to go ahead and just do this video on this stupid shit that I really don't care about. But let us know what you guys think in the comments down below. You can follow us on X and Facebook, and don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. Join the pack today. We really would appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time. Peace.